and welcome to the bronze medal game of the Stephanie Boxall Championship for 2024 from the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium on a Awabakal land. New South Wales will be taking on the ACT this morning for bronze medal. I am Eric Brook and alongside me Amelia Matheson. Hey Mel.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Great to see you. Be alongside you as always. It's becoming a bit of a habit. A habit I don't mind, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
So both teams are at centre ice. Let's have a look at how both teams got here yesterday. In semi-final one, it was Queensland against ACT. Queensland won 3-0, and that was also a repeat of the round robin game earlier on in the morning. And in semi-final 2, South Australia 3 defeated New South Wales 2. So that means that these two teams in front of us, New South Wales and ACT, are here. After this game, we've got the gold medal game between Queensland and South Australia. How are these two teams lining up for you?
To be honest, I don't think you can predict it. It's the way that the tournament's gone for the women's is it's so close, and you know there's shootout wins, shootout losses, and even low-scoring games throughout the whole tournament here. It's anyone's game. It's just going to who works the hardest and how that puck bounces for people.
So the most amount of goals that one team has scored in this tournament is 5.
Yeah.
And it's weird because this competition's been alternating with the free. Sometimes you don't have 60 million games in a row.
Yeah.
There were actually 3 Boxall games in a row that went to shootout.
Yeah, that's insane. It's unheard of, which is great. It just shows that the competition's really tight. They're working hard and they're competing, and to take it to that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of shootouts, so I feel for the goalies on that one.
So 5 shootouts in total and 3 in a row.
Yeah, wow.
So we're just moments away. So we're going to have a look at the New South Wales net. I bumped into Ella Lakari on the way out of the rink yesterday, and needless to say, she wasn't very happy with that goal that really turned things around.
Yeah, yep.
And that happens,
Of course.
It's a hockey thing.
Yeah, it is a hockey thing. It's unfortunate, and just hopefully she can, watch that back on video and learn from that, and as to what she could do better to avoid that for another time.
Oh, she's also a very experienced goalie, so it doesn't matter what you, I, or anybody else says. She knows deep down.
She knows, yeah, exactly.
So having a look at the ACT net, Emma Moonen has been fantastic in that.
She has, yeah. She's done great. She's got an opportunity to play, which is really good, and I think she's done really well for ACT. I know she's having a great time. I did speak to her yesterday after her game, and she had a big smile on her face, and even after a loss, but she's just enjoying the time, and I'm assuming that ACT is looking after her really well with a good bunch of girls there.
So we're just moments away, 15 minutes on the clock. And we'll come back in towards centre ice. Ebony Brunt against Ava Caruso. And we're underway in the bronze medal game for the Steph Boxall tournament. Still lots of play in the neutral zone at the moment. Now getting into ACT's attacking zone very, very briefly. It will come back now for Rowe. Rowe clearing it for New South Wales. Handy tap on the stick there by Pickering. Pickering with it now, getting forced wide into the corner. No call, corporate corner. Up against the boards underneath the scoreboard. 30 seconds gone. The puck needs to continue to move, and it does. New South Wales working at their own end. Finding Abby Speld now. Here's Schmitz. Schmitz getting forced wide. Centering. And that will come back for ACT. ACT working in their own defensive end by Ebony Brunt. Ebony Brunt, round 1, trying to get around 2, entering the zone. Just got some shins of Gabby Arps on the way through. Queensland are not here. New South Wales are here, and Fiona Moon getting out of the zone. Had a quick chat to Fiona, a little bit of a reunion earlier, which was nice. Back now, ACT clearing it out. Kept in the zone again via Moon. That'll come, and Moon's been very busy since I spoke about her a couple of seconds ago. Back in towards neutral ice. It'll come back now for Key. Key trying to find somebody inside, but couldn't. Battle in the corner. It'll come back now. Arps Here's an opportunity for Tank now. Tank with it all in front of her. Goes wide of Wellard, who's in net. And we'll come back now for Key. Key with it. Does a nice 360. Back around, finds Billy Murphy. On the stick there, not. Centering pass. In some traffic, trying to fire but can't. ACT are there. Trying to clear it out. It'll come all the way back down. No icing. And that will come back down for Gabby Aston. Aston with it now. I'm used to more seeing Gabby Aston in stripes rather than playing equipment.
And she used to be with Adelaide before that.
Oh, absolutely. Back into Cafe Corner. Too early for chips for me. New South Wales via Jess Borg. I noticed yesterday that Borg's wearing different colour shoelaces on each skate. Centering pass didn't reach Moonen. Back now into skate higher corner. New South Wales working it out via Hannah Cryon. Has some company in Sam Payne. Cryon firing. New South Wales heavily down here. Dominating early. Aston. ACT trying to clear it out. Firing and a good save by Aston. Saved by Moonen. 1-0 with 11:50 remaining.
Yeah, New South Wales have started off strong. A lot of puck possession for that first round of hockey there. A lot of movement skating around. I think they just need to open up a little bit further to create more offensive opportunities.
So play continues now. Here comes Pickering for the ACT, past the New South Wales bench. Cleared out by Nicholson. Nicholson again, give and go on the far side. Up against near the door of doom. Druger comes and gives a hand. And it will come back now for the ACT, trying to clear it out via Stokes. So the ACT in possession. ACT, Mel, haven't spent a lot of time down here.
No, it's a good opportunity for them here. So let's see what they can produce off that.
Slightly wide from Pickering. Good opportunity on the left-hand post from ACT's point of view. Dilly Kenyon was in some traffic. Still trying to fire, can't. Lots of players in the New South Wales slot, and they managed to clear it out all the way back down. And that, Mel, will come back for icing.
It will. We've got Coach Jaden's yelling out something off the bench here. I think he's complaining about the consistency with the linesmen's there.
So you've actually moved yourself closer to the New South Wales bench this morning.
Yeah, so I can spy for no benefit at all.
10:51 remaining in the first. ACT in possession, trying to clear it out. Firing from distance mitts, wide, no action required there by Wellard. Up against the board near the door of doom. The Rob Dushman 3 door of doom. I need to talk to him about that later because that was an interesting one, and that will come back for icing. Good atmosphere in this morning. Music's pumping. JD's loud.
Just as I look over into the crowd and someone's yawning. Might be early for him. Nah, it's good to see there's a few people here supporting both teams.
All 4 tournaments in action today. ACT trying to fire from distance. New South Wales there in the slot though. Air swing, and it'll come back for Island Kenyon. Kenyon now. Back now for Pickering. Pickering fires, got deflected off a shin pad on the way through there of Fleming. Up against the boards near the New South Wales bench. It will come back now. Fleming against Dilly Kenyon. Is it a penalty if you trip yourself over and lose an edge?
It depends how close you are to another player, and you can make it look like it was them. You can try to blame them.
Oh, whatever works sometimes.
Yeah, I think Fleming just got lucky there. As she did go down herself, the loss of the puck, and it went right near the goalie. So it was good that Nyoka was on that.
Back down 9.50. You always got to be ready for a goal because you don't know what's going to happen. Ricochet players falling over.
Yeah, funny bounces.
Funny
everything.
bounces. Oh, there's been some funky bounces off some funky boards. Back now, Dilly Kenyon up against Moon behind the net. Moon does a half orbit round the net, clearing it out. Was good work. Here comes New South Wales now, just looking to dump it into the zone. Almost kept in the zone via Captain Borg. It'll be back now for Mutton. Mutton with it, got overpowered. Borg comes down, Mutton still with possession, very, very briefly. New South Wales looking to clear it out into Zamboni corner. Right-hand side. Nice pass there for Sam Payne. Payne looking to centre but had no support, promoting the puck, chasing the rebound herself. And sometimes, Mel, that's what can happen. You have one player who's got some speed, goes up there and doesn't have any support with them.
Yeah, you've got to be watching the ice and while you have control of the puck there, and sometimes just a little dump and chase is going to benefit you.
Back now for York entering the zone. York 2-on-1, Key coming back there, and alongside her was Kent. Centering under some pressure, and a good shot on from York.
Very good shot. Good save by Nayoka also.
So York there with the quality shot up against the boards near Cafe Corner. We know you're a fan of a toasty. Back now for Jessica Zhang, clearing it out for ACT. Aston trying to fire but really misfired, and comes back now for for York. York flings it in and comes off for a change. It'll come back now for Kent in the corner, the corporate corner. New South Wales looking to clear it out. Up against the boards, kept in the zone via Pickering. Now well and truly out of the zone, and that will come back for icing with 7:32 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a panic play there. She didn't really have that much pressure on her. She take a couple of steps and that could have changed everything, but it was sort of, I think it was a desperate play of just get it away from here, and it went a little harder than she probably wanted.
I know even with me when I was playing beer league, sometimes you've got the puck on your stick and you think, I must do something with it straight away instead of taking a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Thinking, what other options do I have? New South Wales clearing it back in towards neutral ice now. That will come all the way back down for Island Kenyon. Clearing it back in towards neutral ice. ACT have been pretty good on their breakouts this morning as Brunt comes in, tries to find some support in front. Dilly Kenyon was there and thereabouts. ACT keeping in the zone via Pickering, who will come off for a change now. Working it out of the New South Wales end from into neutral ice. Here's an opportunity. Getting forced wide is Schmitz. Schmitz centering past the outstretched stick of Moonen. In towards Cafe Corner again. Key with it. Key battling. Got a couple of ACT players including Brunt. Brunt getting the better of that one. Brunt clearing it out. Battling in the corner. Left-hand circle from New South Wales. Kept in the zone well there by Rowe. Firing was Roberts in the slot. Lots of traffic in front, but Moonen holds.
Yeah. Lots of traffic, and it was a good shot from point. Got through all that traffic, and little rebound off there, but Emma was able to jump back on that, as you can see on the replay here. Through traffic, saves it. Good net presence by New South Wales, though, being there to try and jump on that rebound opportunity. Attacking
zone face-off coming up for New South Wales. Stephanie McLucky was at the face-off. Back now for Fleming. Fleming, left-hand side. It'll come back now for Zhang. Zhang in the corner, had some help to get it out. Possible little bit of a stick hold, but not much by Schmitz firing. Good save there by Wellard with 5:55 remaining, 0-0. And so far, if I recall this right, Mel, there's been no penalties either.
There has not. Have you just jinxed the penalty wells?
Yeah, probably.
We will see. We will see.
Probably. So Borg with her differing laces configuration in the slot. That'll come back into the neutral zone. York's been good this morning. York with a little bit of open space now, firing and scoring. ACT with the 1-0 lead. That wasn't me.
No, you said penalty, so you're okay on that one. Look, that was a beautiful shot. She come out of the zone there, re-entered, created her own space there, and ripped a shot. And Nyoko was actually quite far out on that one to take away angles, but it's just it's got through there, so that just shows the accuracy on that shot there.
So 1-0 ACT, shots on, and I know we said this yesterday, Mel, shots on for what the action has been, only 3 shots apiece. Back now for Kenyon. Now we don't measure quality shots unless Alyssa Longmuir is here doing the heat maps. But,
Yeah.
But there seems to be a lot more action than what 3 shots on indicates.
I agree, yeah.
So off the stick of Brunt, it'll come back for New South Wales for Cryon. Clears it across. Was supposed to go east-west, ended up going north.
Love it, look at you.
Love it, look at me go. Back now for Moon. I'll be using box +1 correctly before I know it. I'll tell you about that discussion later. Back into the attacking zone for the ACT. Contact up against the boards. There's a bit of a sword fight in front of the net.
Yeah, ref let that one go, but I think it was pretty even.
Back now for Borg, trying to fire from distance. Dilly Kenyon now. Pickering. It will come back now for Arps. The Arps family have had themselves a time here, Mel.
Yeah. Busy family and both good players though.
Back up against the boards. Borg against Tank. Schmidt's getting the better one for that for the ACT. I think I just realised there's a Schmidt's on either team.
I did see that before too.
Usually the same names on the same team, not on opposite teams, although sometimes that does happen.
And it's not a common surname either.
No,
so.
Schmidt's, well saved there. I'm starting to think of all the Mackenzies that are starting to pop up.
Yeah.
And there's lots of interesting names coming in, but a good quality shot here. Now, I know that there's some people from New South Wales on loan to the ACT. Are the Smiths related, do you know?
I don't know.
Sure, somebody out there. Gabe Robledo to the white courtesy phone. He gave us the Downey family tree yesterday.
Ah, yes.
I was wondering about the Downeys and who was related to who. So
yeah.
Gabe Robledo, good morning. Back now for Gabby Aston trying to clear it out. Lots of open ice on New South Wales, trying to clear it out. Seemed to take a long time for them to try and clear it out. The ice was open for a long time, Mel.
Yeah, it was.
Back now, partial line change coming up for the ACT, including Lucy York, the goal scorer for the ACT. 3:25 remaining in the first period. In the slot, opportunity there. Liz Chia just couldn't get a stick on it. It'll come back now. ACT. York's been busy. Oh! Now, bar down. That was very close. I was wondering if that was going to go bar down and out. It's gone bar down and in. ACT's second goal. Wowee.
Yeah. Look, that's just come down to New South Wales just not having strong sticks there. It's sort of the ACT girl just kept pushing there and the opportunity on the stick got there and stick gets tied up and puck just drops open there and then she rips one in and it just goes over the shoulder.
Yeah, sometimes with those ones on the crossbar, you don't know if it's going to go bar and then in or bar then out. And I thought it was coming out, but it went in. And Grace Porritt there with the goal.
Yeah, definitely.
2-0 now. How good is it as a player, Mel, when you get it in and off the crossbar and in?
Oh, yeah. The ding and in.
Ding and in's awesome.
I've had a few of those in my time, and they are a good feeling. I've had plenty of ding and outs too, and they suck.
Yeah, dings and outs suck. Back now for Island Kenyon. New South Wales, Gabby Arps across the ice pass, finding Fiona Moon, promoting the puck up, finding Jess Borg. Now, was a nice pass, but it was also blocked there by Island Kenyon. firing from distance. Got a ricochet possibly of Cryon on the way through. Back now for aforementioned Hannah Cryon. Got Borg in front of the net. ACT were there though with numbers. Come off Island Canyon skate and on to Dilly Canyon. All the way back down. And that will come back for icing. I'm not sure what Ava Pickering's appealing for. Or she's just frustrated.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a coming together with Hannah Cryon.
I think it's one of those situations where they've players turned and they've just not seen each other and kind of bumped, and then the other one's blaming the other one for it being intentional. But I'm not too sure if it was intentional.
A lot of things are accidental, and then the other player feels aggrieved. And
all my penalties were accidental, I swear.
Did you ever win an argument against a zebra when you were going to the box?
Oh no, absolutely not. Penalties set in place.
Back now. Well, though in one of the games we did have a player actually in the penalty box and get released, but it wasn't because they argued about it. So that's always interesting.
Yeah.
Always back now for the ACT at their defensive end. Kept in the zone by New South Wales. It was good work there by Charlotte Rowe. Coming back in towards neutral ice now. Murphy across ice now for Liz Chia. Liz Chia gets forced into cafe corner. Up against the boards. New South Wales trying to fling it in from distance from Lily Roberts. Back into neutral ice. Very congested, narrow corridor on that far side. Dilly Kenyon getting the better of that one in the end. And she'll just be happy to fire it in and come off for a change. New South Wales working out of their defensive end. There is 1 minute remaining in the first period. New South Wales now. Roberts trying to get around one, trying to get around two. Has some support in the slot by Schmitz. In front, opportunity. Moonen watchful. ACT trying to clear it out. Kept in the zone by Rowe. Fired deflected off the stick there of Tank in towards Moonen, but she's tracked a change. That could be unfortunate too. Held up against the boards. Reinforcements arriving. 30 seconds remaining in the period. The referee just need to see the puck continuing to move. It's like seagulls over a chip. There were lots of seagulls and not many chips. It'll come back now for Sienna Nicholson. Up in the boards, 15 seconds remaining in the period. Nicholson recovers. It'll be back now for Schmitz. New South Wales with it. And that will come back now for Rowe. And that will see the end. They just took the puck. That was Horace, but they ran out of time, the ACT. ACT leading New South Wales 2-0.
Yeah, ACT, they really stepped it up, sort of the first few minutes into the period. New South Wales come out hot and had a lot of puck possession, and then ACT just kind of come with force then. And unfortunately for New South Wales, they're doing quite a few flybys, and ACT are just there, and they're going to collect the puck on that. So they're taking opportunity for the small mistakes that New South Wales are creating, and yeah, I can see that Ella's now out on the ice warming up here. I'm not sure if that's going to mean a goalie change for New South Wales.
So can you just describe a flyby for those people at home? And also for my benefit, please.
No, that's okay. So yeah, flyby is known for, so you're with the puck and then you lose the puck and you don't stop. You just keep flying by. You just keep skating away, and then the other player is right there to pick it up. So stop starts are really important on that. So if you stop, you're probably going to win that battle to get back, or at least challenge that battle.
So do you really think that there's going to be a goalie change at this moment?
Ella is on the ice here, so...
Now, is that just Ella warming up and keeping warm and taking advantage of the fact that the ice is there? She still is on the ice though.
Yeah, and I can't see Nyoka on the bench here at all, so...
Ella Likari, well called, Mel.
Yep.
So we'll just wait for the New South Wales team to clear up a little bit of bench space. I know it's not a lot of time for a goalie if nature calls.
No.
Found that out the other day with one of the goalies in one of the other games.
Oh.
But I think that was a Zamboni break, and that was, and that's difficult enough.
Absolutely.
Apart
They got
from
a lot
the
of
short intermission.
They have a lot of gear.
Back now, clearing, keeping it in the zone was Rowe. So Ella Laikari in net for whatever reason. Kept in the zone by New South Wales. Deflected on the way through. ACT should be able to clear it out. Lots of space now on their right-hand side. They do clear it out there. The outstretched stick of Dilly Kenyon reaching it. ACT clearing it out. Dilly Kenyon again's been busy. Up against the boards, coming back now Roberts. Roberts the last line of defence before Laikari on that side. That'll come all the way back down, no icing. Laikari into the game. Up against the boards near Cafe Corner. Dilly Kenyon again. In some traffic. Off the skates of Tank. Into neutral ice. Here comes New South Wales with Sam Payne. Payne centering. It was a good centering pass. Finds Arps, and Arps fires. Coming through initially. And then it was a good shot by Arps.
Yeah, it's a good pick up and a good shot.
I think the intended target was Billy Murphy, but it came back to Arps in the end, which was a good result.
Yeah, especially when the ACT keep moving on that, and so she's able to get a shot opportunity. She's from that angle though, with goalie squared up. She's got to look for those corners.
Attacking zone face-off for New South Wales. Cleared out of immediate danger there by Zhang. Up against the board. Zhang against Payne. Payne with it, trying to clear it out. Zhang does a good job of clearing it out that little bit further. Back now for Liz Chia. Up against the boards into Zamboni corner. Back now for Arps. Arps fires, but it just got the shins of Tank on the way through. It's a bit of a foot race. Horace there against Arps. Arps gets a better of that one. Chia, a bit of mutual slashing there. I think we'll call that one apiece. Back now for Moon. All the way back down for Payne. In some traffic, Murphy, slightly wide. Back now for Payne. Out of the zone. New South Wales have to retreat. Not fast enough for the linesman's liking. 2-0 ACT in the bronze medal game.
Yeah, the New South Wales has hit the puck back in, and it's hit a New South Wales player who was trying to exit. So that is an offside, and now a face-off. Good opportunity for a line change up though.
Absolutely. So back now, Troger attacking the puck and it goes out of play near the penalty box. So neutral zone face-off closest to the New South Wales pen. No, going back inside. Can you see Willard on the bench, Mel?
I cannot. She could be underneath us though.
Yeah, there is a bit more space underneath us. Back now, New South Wales. It'll come back now for Rowe. Rowe now with it. It's got Troger there on the right-hand side. Goes herself, splits through that gap. I don't know how she did it, Rowe, dropping it off for Troger. The semi-trailer was just a little bit too close as it turned out. And that'll come all the way out of the zone. Back now for New South Wales. Back into neutral ice. Back now for Lily Roberts. Cross ice, tapped on by Steph McLucky. ACT trying to enter their zone but can't. McLucky was there up against the boards. Puck just needs to continue to move, and it does. Back now for Pickering with some open ice to her left. Island Canyon looks to clear it out, giving her teammates an opportunity to change should they need to. Mutton taking advantage of that for the ACT. New South Wales left-hand side now. Crossing all the lines there was Roberts. Roberts has some wheels.
Yeah, she does have some wheels, and yeah, it's good to see a little bit of an active D from time to time, and she's retreated now, so hoping that her forwards go in to get that puck.
Oh, good pass here for Dilly Kenyon. Left-hand side up against Cryon. It'll come back now for Roberts. Roberts with it now. Sends it back to the right-hand side. Cryon busy. Into neutral ice via Caruso. Up now for Dow briefly. It'll come back now for Roberts. Roberts with it now, clears it out, finds some support and cry on. Cross ice pass for New South Wales again, back in towards neutral ice. No need for panic stations just yet. Arps flings it into the zone. 10:55 remaining in the second. ACT 2-0. Shots on goal equal at 5. Back now for Arps. Arps now with it. Arps looking to come inwards. She's got crying for support. Just whacks in a Zamboni corner. Up against the boards, Caruso. Reinforcements arriving, including Spelled. Puck just needs to continue to move. 10:30 remaining. Moves a little to the left and a little bit to the right. New South Wales still having it via Fiona Moon. Moon sends it back in. Dow. It'll come back now for Dilly Kenyon. Well done there by Moon. Moon more of a stay-at-home defender. It'll come back now for New South Wales. Tryon trying to turn and spin, but was in traffic. Cleared out by Dow. Almost kept in the zone by Moon. And that will come back for icing with 9:57 remaining in the second. 2-0 ACT.
Yeah, you can see ACT's taken some big breaths on that one. They had to work hard in the defensive end just then, but they're really doing a good job at swarming the puck there. So just getting feet and stick in the way, and they're not giving New South Wales too many open opportunities.
So Caruso against Brunt, attacking his own face-off for New South Wales. Up against the boards, Island Kenyon against Borg. Or dare I say it, captain on captain. Up against the boards, firing from distance but wide. ACT look to clear it out their left-hand side towards Zamboni corner. Could have been a trip there against Brunt. The arm stays down. New South Wales on the attack. Payne in front. Got a good bit of wood on that one, or is it carbon fibre? Winding up selecting power drive was Fleming. Brunt with a breakaway opportunity down the right-hand side. Roberts is coming back to cut off the angle. And Roberts did extremely well to come back. Brunt was off to the races. Race 1 at Broadmeadow, but that will come back now for the ACT to clear it out. Fleming's been busy on this shift, clearing it back into neutral ice. And Roberts even more busy up against the boards. ACT battling with Zhang and Borg amongst others. Mutton, it'll come back into cafe corner for Fleming. Fleming with it now, up against the boards. Going north now, finding some support in Caruso, further north. Getting a one was Cryon fire slightly off target. New line coming on for New South Wales, including Caruso and also Spelled and Moon. Firing from in front, deflected wide by Moon and was Spelled. ACT clearing it out just into neutral ice, and New South Wales have just gone offside, re-entering the zone.
Yeah, unfortunately for Spelled there just wasn't enough effort to try and get out of the zone on that one. So, and with the other players being so far across, they've just kind of seen the puck and gone for it, but it's created an offside.
So you would have had a fair bit to do with Abby Spelled?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Back now for Moon, firing it in from distance. Pinballs around into Zamboni corner, is out in 8-10. ACT clearing it out of zone. Arps has to turn and chase. York, scorer of the first ACT goal, was there. Back now, Caruso. Finding it on now for Spelled. Spelled left-hand circle. Spelled fires. Saved there by Moonen. ACT with some momentum out of their zone. All the way back down for York. Moon will have to come back now. Moon does come back. York turns. Has Arps and Moon to deal with now. Still with it. Trying to fire from distance was Horath up against the boards. Reinforcements come in. Arps clears up the puck. Clears it out on the right-hand side. Entering neutral ice. And that will come all the way back down. And that will come back for icing.
Yeah, look, New South Wales have gone really well, keeping it sort of only kind of getting to the neutral zone, and when it's coming into our defensive end, they're getting control pretty quickly and moving it north. So we'll see if ACT can produce something off having a face-off in the zone.
So it's been a little bit of time for quality time down here for the ACT. And Fruta Laikari, who holds, saves and plays on. Kept in the zone via Dow. Caruso working it out into neutral ice. In a little bit of traffic, comes down. Looking for a referee. Oh, over there they are. Into the Zamboni corner was Caruso. Centering, trying to connect with Sam Payne. Heavy contact up against the boards, Caruso and Tank. Centering, Borg fires, but Moonen keeps her net dry.
Yeah, so as mentioned before, the face-off happened in New South Wales defensive end, and they've cleared it out, and they're applying pressure. Look, they've really given it a good crack, but ACT is just, they're just there. They're just in the right spots at the right time and not getting, creating enough opportunities for New South Wales.
Up against the boards, ACT trying to clear it out. Captain zone via Roberts. It'll come back now for New South Wales. Zamboni corner out in 6.5 minutes. Cleared out, trying to clear it out was Pickering. Kept in the zone but slightly wide there, Roberts. Up against the boards. Good one-on-one battle. Here's Roberts. Roberts high, off the glass. Big rebound. Roberts again in front. Borg there was there and Payne was there. Kept in the zone via Chia. Chia into traffic. Now Chia fires. She's been good over the years, squeezing herself into those spots and firing from that left-hand circle. Liz Chia. It'll come back now out of the zone. Nope. It'll come back now for the ACT and another line change for New South Wales. Can you see Willard, Mel?
No, I can't. I'm guessing she's definitely underneath us, and I can't lean over. I'm too scared to lean over in case I go.
I don't want to commentate you going over the edge.
I don't
Mel.
think Sarah's going to catch me.
Back now for Payne. Payne now dropping it off, finding some support. Didn't really get anywhere, Rowe. Back now for Brunt. Brunt with it now. Brunt with an opportunity. Brunt walks in, Brunt fires. Past the outstretched glove of Laikari, who hasn't had a lot of work to do this period. As we try and solve the mystery of where Willard is, well saved by Laikari. New South Wales with it, working in over all the lines now on the left-hand side. Wandering in is Rowe, handing it off. Some soccer skills on display by Island Canyon. ACT on the counter-attack now. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Fruta Laikari with a helpful paddle, just helping it around the corner. Up against the boards, it'll come all the way back down. McLucky on the chase. Up against Island Canyon. It's a long skate for Fiona Moon. And Ella Laikari was just watching it, wheeling that puck over the line, saying, come on, little puck, you can swim that little bit further and give us an icing call.
Yeah, it's a good play by goalie there, not trying to play. Even though she could probably skate it out there with no pressure and get it going back in, but it's a smart play because now there's a face-off in the offensive end for New South Wales.
Oh, if there's anybody I'd back in this competition for a goalie goal from just her side of the red line, it's Ella. Back now, New South Wales firing in his Moon. So we've got Moon on one side and Moonen on the other side, which is interesting. I love wordplay. I think you figured that out by now, Mel. You've known me long enough. Up against the boards. Actually work with Emma's father. I think I've mentioned that before. Back now for Caruso. Left-hand side. Entering the zone. Good work there by Speld. In the corner, 4 minutes before the Boney comes out. Back now for Hannah Cryon, looking for a lane, going high. Just got enough glove on it, just helped it away Moonen rather than catching it. Oh, trying to select power drive. Feathered touch at best by Cryon in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's a good read by ACT there. Just get your stick in the way there and not let that shot off.
Back now for Moon. Pressure up against the boards against Mutton. Reinforcements arrive. Abby Speld with it near the door of doom. Corporate corner. 3:20 remaining. New South Wales with it, firing from distance. Arps got a deflection off ACT on the way through. New South Wales with it via Cryon again. Here's Moon from distance, firing wide. into Zamboni corner, cleared out briefly by ACT, but not all the way out. Good backhand shovel. Oh, couple of opportunities on the right-hand side.
She was right there for that one.
She was right there for Speld, and I don't think she could believe it that it didn't work the way she visualised it. It'll come all the way back down, and it will come back for Borg, the skipper of New South Wales. New South Wales with it now into centre ice. It's Arps crossing all the lines. Said that a lot this tournament for various reasons. Going wide, centering. Got pressure in front from Borg, but the puck's not reaching there. Dilly Kenyon will come back now. Roberts handing it off to a teammate. Back for Sam Payne in centre ice. Past the skates of Liz Chia. And that will come back all the way down for Borg. Now Borg with it in some traffic, trying to squeeze through a hole, trying to get a handle on it, can't. ACT clear it out. They do well via Dilly, that was Dilly Kenyon. 17 and 77, the Kenyon sisters.
Dilly's in the white helmet. Ireland's in the black helmet, if that helps.
The size difference does help, but sometimes, as you can see, sometimes the numbers, depending on the angle of the body and what view we've got, is sometimes interesting. Here comes Chia now. Chia into the zone, stumps it in, all the way back down, up against the boards. Payne can't get a handle on it. Goes wide to nobody in the end and out of the zone, and it's left for Roberts to clear it up. Funky bounce off the boards there at the New South Wales bench. That'll come all the way back down for the ACT. 2-on-1 situation, no support. Wide and into the corner. Up against the boards. New South Wales trying to work it out of their defensive end. Is there an arm in the air? No. There is 1 minute remaining in the second period. Nailed it, JD. Up against the boards. Schmitz on the chase for New South Wales. Out of the zone, back into neutral ice. Roberts again has been so busy. Horace now with it. Hora firing. Ikari safety first, second and third.
What have we got? 43 seconds left. Face off for ACT in the offensive end for them.
Shots on goal, 11 each.
Yeah, still, for how much action of play is going on, all the passing area, it's just low shot count.
Attacking zone face-off for the ACT with 43 seconds remaining. New South Wales looking to clear it out via Borg. Here's an opportunity. Couldn't quite get on the stick of Payne. There was a bit of a delay there as it went wide. Good work there by New South Wales. Centering cleared out by Ireland Kenyon. Kept in the zone via Moon. Deflection off the backboards. 23 seconds remaining. Zamboni corner. Kept in the zone via Arps. Arps thinks about power drive. You haven't got too long, Gabby. ACT got all the time in the world to clear it out. Pickering. Cryon. Cross ice pass. 9 seconds. New South Wales flinging into the zone, or trying to get into the zone and do so via Moon. Payne takes over, deflected on the way through, and that is it for the end of 2 periods. It is 2-0 in favour of the ACT. Shots on goal at 11, and I'm pretty sure I'm still right, Mel, no power plays for either team.
Yeah, you can see Rob Love's just he's looking at the play and look, there's been a couple of even battles, I think, so he's just deciding to let it go. So,
and there hasn't been anything really obvious.
No, there hasn't. No, I think Coach Jaden was yelling out earlier when New South Wales was trying to get out of the defensive end. It looked like a little bit of a trip, but yeah, there's plenty of body around. It is a hard one to miss. So.
It just says on Google that I visit Esports Desk often.
Yeah, it's in your favourites.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
So having a look at the scoreboard, it's 2-2. The New South Wales have been doing a lot wrong, but the ACT have been good and got those 2 goals.
They have, yeah. ACT's just getting in the way as well. They're really being active in the defensive end and just not giving New South Wales that time and space to be able to create something good. Speld had that opportunity for that backdoor rebound there, and unfortunately just couldn't bear down on that stick to get a hard shot off, and it did flutter past. So Emma's been tracking really well for ACT, and she's probably fired up. But as we have mentioned for multiple games that I've been with you now, 2-0 lead is not a safe lead.
Correct.
So anything could happen now coming off this this break. So
having looked at the scorers for the ACT, both of them in the first period, by the way, and both unassisted. First one to Lucy York, second one that was off the bar and in to Grace Borrett. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the resumption of play. ACT 2, New South Wales 0. Back soon. Welcome back to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium on a Wabikook land. We are here. New South Wales about to head back onto the ice. Ella Laikari heading back onto the ice for New South Wales. New South Wales down by 2-0. Did you happen to solve the goalie mystery, Mel, during that period?
I did not. Look, I don't want to question it too much. A goalie that's been pulled, you can imagine there wouldn't be too good of emotions there, so she probably just needs some time for herself.
Unusual to pull a goalie and it's only 2-0, even if it's a medal game, I think.
Yeah, every coach is different, so and they have their ways, but...
Because I know sometimes it happens because there's a gear malfunction or something. We saw that earlier on in the tournament into freeze where Billy Drew got to do some e-bugging because there was an equipment malfunction.
I did hear about that, a broken helmet.
Yep, in the warm-up. Well, now we're underway for period number 3. That's what I was thinking more that it might have been. Back now, Rowe entering the zone for New South Wales. Congestion there. Back now for Roberts. Roberts with it now. Up against the boards. They have to come out of the zone. ACT with it now. Entering, trying to squeeze through gaps. Ebony Brunt was in traffic. New South Wales going up the ice on the right-hand side. No icing, play continues. Island Canyon with it, Cafe Corner. Caruso. Brunt goes the aerial route, tapped on briefly by Dilly Canyon. All the way back down past Moonen. Has some defence there to give her a hand. Cafe Corner. I'll come all the way back down. In towards skate, higher corner. Here's York, who scored one of the goals in the first goal for the ACT. Centering, trying to find Mutton. Kept in the zone by Borat, who got the second ACT goal. So we've just recapped the goal scorers without even trying. Entering the zone of the neutral zone now, New South Wales. Ups, gets around one. Whacks it in before York. Up against the boards. Moon looks to keep it in, does a good job of keeping it in some traffic. Here comes Chia. Chia trying to squeeze it in 5-hole. Moonen was down there waiting for it. Here's Moon. Moon now fires across the face of goal. No action required by Moonen. Payne does a good job of keeping it in the zone. Back for Borat. And it will come back now. Arps has to turn and chase. But that will come back for icing with 12:56 remaining in the third period. 2-0 ACT.
They started off how they kind of ended the period there, just sort of in the offensive end for New South Wales, but what they're creating there is just not enough to pop that in the net, so they're going to have to step it up a notch here to get back in this game.
So an attacking zone face-off coming up for New South Wales. The mountain's not insurmountable. Aston does well to keep it in the zone. She had some attention there. Now they try and spin, turn in the slot. ACT are there, clearing it out. Aston firing from distance. Got the skates of Zhang on the way through. Here's Borg. Back now for Cryon. And that'll go all the way down. Rather, that was Kent, rather. Up against the boards. Right-hand side. Here's Borg again, centering, but only found Ebony Brunt from the ACT, who weaves in and out of traffic. Has some support in Dilly Kenyon, right-hand side. Kenyon looks to centre, does centre. Lots of players in the slot, trying to squeeze it past. But Laikari holds and saves, as she's done so many times on the right-hand post.
New South Wales have to be really careful here. It's even though they got most control and they're in their offensive end a lot. You know, ACT's just created something. They've skated in, they've got the puck to the net, they've got good net presence there, and Ella is all over that, but New South Wales can't let up here.
Back now ACT, New South Wales trying to first of all clear it out of their defensive end. Pickering near the door of doom, centering. Couldn't really get a clean shot on it, Dilly Kenyon. Dilly Kenyon with it now. In front looking for Pickering. New South Wales trying to clear it out, crossing all the lines. firing and a nice glove save. Great shot from Roberts, but also a very nice save there by Moonen.
Yeah, good attempt by Roberts, going for a bit of a skate, but I think that was an easy one for him. She's lined herself up really well, and it's went straight into the glove there.
In some ways, it's probably better for Emma because she knows she's starting every game and she knows she's going to see a lot of work.
Yeah.
And to me, she seems like the goalie that appreciates a lot of work.
Oh, she loves it. It's a good attitude to have.
Which is funny, when I first met her, she was actually a skater.
Yes.
Back now for Sienna Nicholson, finding some support in Fleming near the New South Wales bench. She was actually back in the Stampede days here in Australia Day at Hiss when I first met Emma. Back now, New South Wales in the corner there, Roberts, Cafe Corner. Reinforcements arriving now. Centering, looking for someone in front. Speld was in front, Roberts was in front, but Moonen on her left-hand post strong.
Yeah, I think New South Wales is kind of waiting for the puck to come to them, and which is a problem because you can't wait for that. You said here, they're trying to swarm all over the puck, so they're getting six in there first, and Emma jumps over that. The puck wasn't going to bounce to Abby, so need to just work a little bit harder there.
Attacking zone face-off for New South Wales. Liz Chia driving the net. ACT looking to clear it out via Dilly Kenyon. That'll come back now. Rowe having to turn and chase. Dilly Kenyon's got some wheels. Looking to centre. Didn't need to centre. Drove the net herself. Waikari helps it away. Still in the zone for the ACT. Back to Waikari. Just a helpful paddle. And that will come back for Charlotte Rowe. Clearing it straight up the middle. Tapped on. Finding McLucky now. McLucky getting forced wide. Trying to get it onto her forehand. Back into the corner there. Kept in the zone well by Rowe. Back in the skate higher corner. McLucky. Winding up, selecting power drive was Arps. Cleared out. All the way back down Arps. Happy to fire it back in. Partial line change for ACT. ACT working it out of the defensive end. Moon has to turn and chase. So Moon now up against York. Moon gets in good position for that. Back now for Mutton. Mutton just directing the puck back now for Stokes, who takes an air swing or two. Back now for Board underneath the central commentary position. Arps uses the boards well. Stokes, Borat, York. York with it now, centering, finding Borg. Borg tapping it on. Borg again. Back now, Mutton, backhanded shovel, just happy to get the puck out of there, giving themselves a bit of space. Sam Payne. They'll come back down, partial line change for the ACT as the puck was approaching. Back for York. York getting sent wide by Cryon. Cryon's a massive competitor. Coming in now. Borg got some company in Payne, and it goes through to Moonen, who holds.
That's a good effort by Borg there. She's had to battle through some sticks there, but she still managed to push through and put stop right in the front of the net there. So just if there was any rebound coming out there, but Emma held on to that.
Tucking zone face-off coming up for New South Wales. I was just admiring the laces of Borg as she came back. Zhang in the slot. Moonen there, the puck's free. Scrambling, New South Wales appealing for a goal. Netcam will show it perfectly. Stacks on in front of the Moonen net. Everybody's invited.
Yeah, Rob Love's in a good position there though, so I feel like he has seen what's happened, but I think Emma was all over that.
She certainly was. This will show it nicely here. The front on, but this is the back view Mel, which will show it perfectly off the face-off. Very, very strong down there. Referee in good position there behind the net. Very close, probably the closest that New South Wales come in a while, Mel.
Yeah, look, it's not going to be a pretty goal that goes in, okay? They're going to have to work hard and they're going to have to just get one through and pick up some momentum off that. But right now, it's ACT. They're in a good position here, so.
No ice. Waikari almost handing it over again. Stacks on there, the puck's free. I don't know if Ella saw where the puck was at all times there.
Yeah, New South Wales decided to just take the body on that ACT player there.
So attempting to fire Murphy up into neutral ice. Here comes Dilly Kenyon up against the boards. Pressured there by Kent. First of all, New South Wales need to score a goal, then they can concentrate on scoring the second goal. Key up against Horath. New South Wales with it now. They've got a player in front in Caruso, out of the zone. It'll come back now for Charlotte Rowe. Rowe, soccer skills there by Speld. Speld trying to fling it in under pressure. It'll come back now. Here's Roberts. It's going to be somebody like Roberts for New South Wales, or maybe one of their speedy players in front like Speld. It'll come back now for Arps, out of the zone. New South Wales. I don't think New South Wales, now they realise that they have to come back. So Rowe really needed to hold back an extra couple of seconds because players were still coming back.
Yeah. You could see the communication on one of the players saying hold, 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 but I don't think Rowe did actually see what that was happening. But we need that extra effort trying to get out of the zone as well. So when a defence is coming through with speed, they can just keep going and don't have to hold up.
Oh, this is very lucky for New South Wales because they were getting taken down for a deliberate offside back to the neutral zone in front of the ACT bench. So very fortunate there for New South Wales. Back now with Rowe. I suppose too, Mel, with people yelling multiple things, and that's high and wide, and somebody up in the new corporate area had more chance of that rather than Emma Moonen. I suppose when there's so much yelling and you're trying to see things, sometimes I don't know on the ice, do you know who's yelling at who for what?
You can get, yeah, I mean, it can get confusing, but your ears usually do lock into some kind of advice there, so you just hope that it's the right advice, especially if you're trapped and you can't see what's happening and you're trusting what the communication is saying. Sometimes
the opposition players are yelling as well, so sometimes too, I think when you change from one team to another, and sometimes your old teammate tries to say, hey, hit the puck to me.
I have done that before and it has worked.
Well done you. Back now for Moon, right hand side, entering the zone, Cryon trying to fire from distance, and waiting there and watchful is Emma Moonen.
Yeah, that's a good trap by Emma because it's, it could have bounced off her chest there and opened up, and Sam Payne was coming through, but she's trapped it and just sort of guided herself down to make sure it didn't bounce off and held onto that for no rebounds.
So New South Wales are starting to climb the mountain. The ACT flag is at the summit, but it's a very small mountain. It's no Brindabella Ranges at this stage. Look at me, an ACT geography game. I need a list of all the mountains and all the mountain ranges. Coming in now is York. York with it now. In good position is Moon. Left-hand side, Zamboni corner. Back now for Payne. It will come back now. Cleared out by the ACT. Borat, New South Wales line change. In good position is Payne now. It will come back for Borg. Really needed to find Payne a bit quicker now. Payne's on the case. Sam Payne now getting sent wide. Centering pass, couldn't find anybody in New South Wales blue. Found someone in ACT blue instead. Back there for Gabrielle Arps.
Stick just got stuck in the door there, unfortunately.
Not the door of doom. Back now, firing one-timer. Saved there on the right-hand post by Lokari, coming across to the left-hand post. ACT still in the slot. Brunt with an opportunity. Just went wide of the net. New South Wales Cryon. Here's an opportunity while ACT are all the way back there. It'll come back now for New South Wales. Stephanie McLucky firing. Unlucky on that occasion. Nobody in front for New South Wales could take advantage. Coming back now for Liz Chia. Chia with it now. Trying to find some support but couldn't. ACT there. Back now for Pickering. Pickering with it. Getting sent wide by Fleming. The puck still free. Some New South Wales and ACT players in the wrong spot. The puck had actually moved out of the zone, and it will come back down for Stokes with 5:08 remaining. New South Wales, to overuse this metaphor, better get their skates on, Mel.
Yeah. Look, one goal, it changes everything, and for both teams. So ACT get a goal, they've got a heavy lead then. New South Wales get a goal, they're back in the game and they get some momentum. So.
And I know how you feel about a 2-goal lead.
Yeah. Yep, so 5 minutes, and ACT, if they can hold on for that long, then.
Caruso and Tank, the bronze medal game of the Steph Boxall tournament. Shot goes or the attempt rather, goes wide from Candice Kent. In the corner, centering, New South Wales really need to be the next to score. The puck's free, but it's back, saved by Emma Moonen.
Yeah. Again, great coverage by Emma. She's read that's come across the slot there, and she's made some lateral movement and trapped that with her glove.
So Lily Roberts there applying pressure on the doorstep. Attacking zone face-off, New South Wales to the block or right-hand side of Moonen. Out of the zone, ACT. Horeth now on the chase, coming back, doing some great work in defence. The arm of the referee, Rob Love, stays down. Horeth needs somebody in front of the net now. Backwards, trying to fire in the slot was Tank. The Tank misfired. And that will come all the way back for Island Kenyon. Up against Roberts. 4:14 remaining. It will come back now for New South Wales left-hand side. Roberts now has got Cryon for company. Caruso alongside. Cryon entering the zone. Dumping it in. York for New South Wales. A bit of a flyby that you were talking a little bit earlier, Mel.
Yeah.
New South Wales lose possession. York was getting it out there. ACT back into neutral ice now. New South Wales rapidly running out of time here. Fiona Moon gets around one, trying to get around a second, entering the zone, dropping it off for Cryon. Cryon with a shot. Zhang looked like she was trying to swat it away from her head as it was approaching, like there was a fly buzzing around.
Yeah.
All the way back down for New South Wales, and that will come back for icing. Probably a good time for icing for New South Wales.
Yeah, they've got to put out some fresh D here, and look, ACT are doing a really good job in the defensive zone. Like, New South Wales have been in their end a lot, but they're just getting on the pucks. They're making sure they're in the way, and it's a really good job by ACT.
Back now for Fleming, working down low. ACT clearing it out of the zone. Coming back and chasing is Gabby Aston. Aston with it now. 3:10 remaining. Heavy collision off the puck there.
No call on that one.
And Cryon.
I think it hurt.
Cryon taking some time to get up. Puck balloons off Moonen.
Yeah, I think it hurt. I just seen Hannah's face there. She looks like she's in a bit of pain.
So back now. Zhang does a good job of clearing it out. Dylan Kenyon. Dilly Kenyon, I got it out. Will come back. It's back now for Brunt. Cleared out by Island Kenyon for Sister Dilly. Entering the zone, Dilly Kenyon firing in front, trying to tap it on there was Brunt. Centering, couldn't reach the ACT player that was hanging around the slot in the form of Dilly Kenyon. Pickering off for a skate now. New South Wales trying to clear it out and kept in the zone by Brunt, but there's no immediate support. It'll come back now for Fleming. New South Wales really need to accelerate things now. Here comes Liz Chia. Chia crosses the lines. There are 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Clearing it out, the ACT doing a good job here. Pickering up against Murphy. Coming back is Key. Key in good position, 1:44 remaining. New South Wales need to score 2 goals in under 2 minutes. Back now, Caruso. Caruso comes on. Caruso fires, but it goes wide. Caruso chasing the rebound. Back now, firing wide was Rowe. Arps with it. Contact. Play continues. Arps firing. Moonen watchful on the left-hand post. Moves over towards the right-hand post. Beats the stick there of Roberts. Counter-attack opportunity not there. ACT with it now via Tank. Will come back for New South Wales and Speld. Passes on to Caruso. Speld needs to drive the net. New South Wales keeping possession by Roberts in some traffic left-hand circle. Up against the boards. Reinforcements arrive. Empty net, New South Wales. Extra attacker on. Firing across the face of goal. Nobody could connect. Speld was possibly the most Likely person there. Empty net, New South Wales. ACT just need to clear it out, give themselves some room. York does exactly that. No icing, so we'll come back now for Fiona Moon. 30 seconds remaining. Here comes Borg, just having to drop it off. New South Wales need to go. They need to go now. Firing. Good work there by Stokes in the corner. Firing from distance. Moonen holds, saves. 14 seconds.
Look, it's a good decision by New South Wales to pull that goalie, especially while we've got control in the offensive end for them. But I just don't think it's going to be enough. ACT had just got that one up on them, and just being there and in the way, and their bench is already erupting. I think they can feel it.
10 seconds remaining up against the ports. The puck needs to continue to move. Jousting in front, jousting at Cafe Corner. New South Wales with one opportunity. The clock winds down. ACT win bronze. Emma Moonen with the shutout in the bronze medal game. ACT celebrating very much the underdogs throughout this entire tournament, and they've won bronze.
That is huge for Emma Moonen. That is, a shutout game for her. She must be. Well, she's completely swarmed right now.
She's under there somewhere, viewers, we promise.
She's feeling the love there, so that's awesome for Emma. And her team, ACT, look, they worked so hard in that. They were in the right places at the right time. They had that extra jump on New South Wales, and as mentioned, the flybys just let New South Wales down there, because ACT were there and they weren't going to stop, even though New South Wales were in their end a lot.
So watch for the emotion. Emma Moonen against Ella Laikari. Two very different emotions there. Some goalie love there.
That's nice.
It's always nice. Ella's been where Emma's been on many occasions, and can appreciate both sides of it.
Oh,
lots of goalie love. A Newcastle local, Emma Moonen, playing for the ACT, has played every second of this tournament, and she's got herself a shutout in the bronze medal game.
She's done well. Congratulations to ACT.
Very much congratulations to the ACT, defeating New South Wales 2-0. Having a look at the gold medal game at 11:30, it's going to be a big one, Mel. Queensland versus South Australia.
Again, two teams can go either way. It's just who's going to outwork the other team. I'm looking forward to it.
So, bronze medal to the ACT. Congratulations to them. New South Wales certainly tried hard. Shots on goal, favouring New South Wales in the end, 27-15. Just wasn't their day today, but it was the day of Emma Moonen and the ACT team. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Mel, for your company as always.
Thanks to you.
This has been fun, hasn't it?
I love it. Yeah, it's good.
So congratulations all round. We will be back soon for the gold medal game in the DeFries tournament, followed by the gold medal in the Boxall tournament. And how happy is Emma Moonen?
She cannot wipe that grin off her face.
She'll be smiling for the next week.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Stick taps all round, and we'll see you next time. Our hard-working Fox Media crew, thank you for watching, and bye for now.